A leader is a person who has a large influence on the team and company culture. And if we want to attract and retain top talent, we should build our culture accordingly, which means that it would be wise to follow the example of a Sigma leader. So let's see 15 main reasons why you should follow a Sigma leader. 1. They have integrity. It is normal for people to do things differently when they are in charge than when they were not in charge. When Sigmas are leaders, however, they tend to be consistent. They know how important it is for the employees to trust them, and so they try their best not to betray that trust, even when circumstances change. This is what makes them awesome leaders. Having trust is the first step for people to cooperate and work as a team. It's so much easier to follow someone who has integrity, because you know that they are always going to do what's in the team's best interest, even if it means making difficult decisions. 2. They inspire trust. People like to follow Sigma leaders because they can always rely on them, as they know that everything has been carefully thought through before making a decision, but they also admire them for being straight and truthful in their communications. You rarely can find someone who doesn't like to feel safe and secure with such a leader. Inspiring trust is a very important aspect, and Sigma leaders know how to do it. They can make anyone feel like they are having a one-to-one conversation with them, as they listen carefully and think before answering. Sigmas don't like small talk, but they enjoy having deep conversations about things that really matter, so if you want to have a satisfying engagement, just talk about things that you really care about. 3. They are well organized. Sigma leaders like to plan things ahead and carry them through in a logical way, although this is not always evident at first glance. They won't allow last-minute changes, unless they are really necessary, which means that their subordinates will be able to plan ahead with them. The team knows what's expected of them, and there are no distractions. They will keep the project going even through difficult times, making people attracted to a Sigma personality. Staying organized comes naturally to them, so if you want something done, be sure to ask a Sigma. 4. They can easily prioritize. Everyone has different tasks and priorities, but at some point, most people feel overwhelmed and don't know where or when to start working on which task. This is why they usually resort to multitasking, but this often leads to inefficiency and lower productivity. The best way for a leader to prioritize is by using their intuition. A Sigma leader would then know exactly what needs the most attention now, not tomorrow or next week. Doing this allows people to feel more relaxed and focused on their work. A Sigma leader will make sure everyone is accountable for the task they are responsible for, as well as those who depend on those tasks being completed on time. People working under a Sigma leader know that if something goes wrong, it's not because the person has forgotten about it or hasn't been reminded, it's because the person wasn't doing their part to begin with. 5. They are available. In most cases, the best leaders have proved that seniority and responsibility don't mean much if they aren't available to take care of their team. A Sigma leader wouldn't neglect their subordinates' needs, because they would be aware of how important it is for them to feel supported by the team. This support is essential for motivation and job satisfaction, which will result in increased productivity and company growth. Because Sigmas are highly intuitive, they have the ability to understand you very well. They are also able to communicate in a way that makes it easy for anyone with different personality types to relate to them. This is why people will easily follow their lead, because they know that there's someone who understands where they are coming from and their concerns. 6. They are analytical. Sigma personality types are very analytical by nature. They think things through, don't jump to conclusions, and never take anything at face value. When a Sigma leader analyzes situations or people to make decisions, they are usually pretty accurate. This also means that their subordinates can feel safe, knowing that the leader will not let them down when weighing all options before making a decision. This is an important quality for any Sigma leader to have, as they are hardly the sort of people who would make quick decisions without thinking them through first. If you are lucky enough to be under their command, then you can feel safe knowing that your leader's mind has already gone over everything before coming up with a plan. 7. They are open-minded. Although they can be quite stubborn when they think their position is right, they are generally open to new ideas and opinions. They understand that there might be different ways of achieving the same goal, and that it would be foolish to limit themselves to their own point of view only. They will always try to find out what others think, before deciding how to proceed independently. Listening to others is only one part of the equation. The other part is doing whatever they think is necessary to accomplish their goal, even if they have to go against the majority opinion. They only do this when they are 100% sure that this is the best course of action. 8. They value stability and consistency. People often change jobs when they don't like where they work, either because of the manager or because of other people in the team. This is why every company would benefit from having a Sigma leader who tries to establish a balance between productivity and employee satisfaction, so that their subordinates wouldn't feel the need to look for another job. 9. They are creative and innovative. Sigma leaders spend a lot of time finding new ways to do things, so they would encourage their team to be creative and think outside the box every now and then. This is good both for solving problems, which always seem impossible at first, and for their team's morale. 10. They know how to reward good performance. A Sigma leader would first analyze who deserves a reward, and then they would do everything within their power to support them as much as possible, to achieve bigger goals in the future. Rewarding those who deserve it is an important part of creating a good working environment, which is necessary for the company's growth. 11. They are supportive. Sigma leaders would always take the time to support their subordinates, so they wouldn't feel isolated or abandoned. This sense of security is absolutely necessary for mitigating stress and fostering motivation, both important factors when it comes to job satisfaction and achieving one's full potential. 12. They are good team players. Sigma leaders understand the value of teamwork. They know that by working together, people can achieve more than if they worked as individuals, and this is why they would always encourage it, but only when the situation calls for it. This means that their subordinates would learn to appreciate their peers' different skills, and collaborate to be more effective. 13. They are productive. Sigma leaders usually have an extremely good work ethic, because they know that there is no time to waste when it comes to achieving goals. This natural understanding of the importance of consistency makes them great team players as well, because they would always try to be productive and accomplish as many things as possible, instead of wasting time on pointless activities. 14. They are good motivators. Sigma personality types know that it is important to motivate their teammates in order for everyone to achieve great things together. This is why they encourage enthusiastic people about what they do, and ensure that the less motivated ones are not left behind. Moreover, they would also encourage the team as a whole, because this is another way of fostering higher morale and motivation. 15. They are good leaders. In order to be a great leader, it is necessary to have strong analytical skills, and many Sigmas definitely possess them. This helps them see how different people contribute to the team, and what their individual strengths are, so they would be able to assign them tasks which would play on these strengths. Moreover, they don't mind admitting when a mistake has been made, because this is a natural part of learning for everyone involved.